His name is Aleksander Wiecki. He is from Europe. With over a decade of experience in fertility, Wiecki is one of the top marketers in this field. He spent a decade working as the head of marketing for a major IVF clinic networks, where his responsibilities included local and international marketing activities for IVF clinics and their generic laboratories. Wiecki is going to be talking about international options available for SA, African patients in Europe.
Good afternoon. My name is Aleksander. I'm from IVF Media Limited from Ireland. I was asked to run the presentation regarding the international IVF options available to African patients in Europe. So this is the presentation for anyone who is thinking about going abroad for an IVF. As the abroad topic is very broad and it's very difficult to cover within 10 or 15 minutes. We are focusing only on Europe today, which is a bit easier because of number of countries which are popular destinations in Europe is kind of limited. So it will be easier to compare at least one region or the destination that patients are very often traveling to. So the first question is if we are thinking about going abroad. So there are many patients who are sometimes asking themselves, or clinics where they are actually treated in are asking themselves why these patients are dropping out and probably going abroad for a treatment. So the first question is why. So as we know from our statistics, from our data, because we are operating many websites for patients who are looking for the IVF options abroad, we know that patients are sometimes looking for better success rates because they think that probably the success rates they are having in their home country are maybe too low, or they're looking for another procedures or techniques that are not available, which may increase the success rates at a certain point of the treatment. This group of the patients usually are after 2, 3, 4, or even 5 failed IVF cycles in the past. So this is one of the reasons they might be looking for the clinic abroad. Another thing is availability, and if we are thinking about the availability of the treatment or specific donor or IVF techniques, so we are referring to everything which is not 100% available at the home country of the patient. I know that the legislation in South Africa is pretty good in terms of the IVF, so most of the things are possible. The age of the patients is not that limited as it is in Europe. So in this kind of legal aspects, it's obvious that most of the patients will find the right treatment options at their home country. But some of them are traveling because they're looking for something different, which is not available. And if they are traveling, the costs are very important for them as well, because South Africa is not the most expensive country for doing the IVF, and the costs in Europe are different, and they differ as per country. So we will discuss that the costs a bit in details in a few minutes. So another question when you're going abroad is how. So how, I mean, what are the patient's expectations? What is the budget? What is the treatment availability as per destination country? And what are the legal aspects connected with the treatment in the specific country? So to be perfectly honest, to find the right destination for you as a patient, you need to connect all of these four things together. So if you expect to have, let's put that into an example. So if you expect to have the egg donation treatment with the budget around 6,000 euro, and you are 49, and you need to have a specific donor who is like, for example, Black ethnicity, and so you need to connect all of these four things together, because according to expectations, you won't go to the Czech Republic, which is one of the cheapest destinations, because of your age, because there is the age limit in Czech Republic. However, it will be difficult to find a clinic to do the treatment within your budget in Spain, which is a good destination, because according to the legal aspects, you can do over there the treatment because of your age, because in Spain, the maximum age is 50. And there is obviously the availability thing, because we are thinking about the Black ethnicity or Black race donor. That means that you need to find a country where this kind of donors are widely available. And for sure, it's not going to be, Latvia or Poland or any Eastern country where the majority of the donors are Caucasian ones. So this is why I'm marking that out, because it's not that easy to find the right country to go if you have the certain expectations to meet. So let's go and see where we can go in Europe for the IVF. So obviously you can go to any country of your choice, because there is no limit for treating patients from abroad. But there are countries which are more popular and less popular. So the most popular countries abroad chosen by patients worldwide are Spain, Portugal, Czech Republic, Greece, North Cyprus, and Latvia, Poland, and obviously Ukraine, Russia. But today, those two, because of the situation, are kind of complicated to go to. Let's focus on a few of them, so I can show you what are the differences between these countries. So if we are thinking about the expectations and the legal aspects of treating patients using ART techniques like IVF, so if we can see, this is the part of the IVF abroad patients guide that we published at the beginning of the year. You can find there very specific information regarding each country, each popular country in Europe, regarding the IVF, egg donation, embryo donation, and other techniques. So if we can see, there are three countries here, which is Spain, Czech Republic, and Greece. So if we can see on the differences in terms of the what kind of patients can be treated there, we can clearly see that there are differences. And for example, if you are 49, you won't go to Czech Republic because the age limit is 48 plus 12 months. If you are 50, probably it will be difficult to go. It depends on the part of the year towards your birthday. However, 49, it's still possible to go to Spain because the maximum age limit is 50. However, there are clinics who support patients up to 52, but it needs to be the decision made by the few doctors from the clinics. So it's not every clinic provide this kind of possibility. In Greece, there is the legal age limit of 50. And there are other differences because it's also, if you can have a treatment in the specific country, it's also based on your relationship with your partner. So as we can see, the heterosexual couples are more than welcome everywhere, in every country. However, if you are a single woman, you can go to Spain, but you can't go to Czech Republic because it's not legal according to law to treat single women in Czech Republic. You can still go to Greece. The same female couples, same-sex female couples, the best destination is Spain, because there is no problem to be treated them as they are providing the ROPA method, which is the reception of all sides from the partner. And there are also differences which are probably less important, however they are, in terms of the number of embryos which are available to transfer and which can be legally transferred to the after the treatment. So as you can see, in Spain it's 3. In Czech Republic there is no limit. However, there are recommendations, and they recommend SET, which is single embryo transfer. And in Greece, it depends, it's age dependent if you go for IVF with own eggs, and there are maximum 2 embryos to transfer if you are going for the IVF with donor eggs treatment. So this is just for example, because there is no time to describe all of these differences, because there are also differences in terms of the egg donation treatment, etc., embryo donation, availability of the donors, and there are many other aspects that might be very important for you if you find out one of the countries interesting. However, there are other 3 countries here, which is North Cyprus, Latvia, and Poland, because this is I picked them up because this is a very good example of other differences that we can experience in Europe. North Cyprus is the country with the highest age limit of the patients that can be treated, which is I believe 58. Obviously, there are some circumstances and some things that you need to adhere to before doing the treatment at the advanced maternal age. However, it's possible to do in North Cyprus. In Latvia, this is the example, and Poland. These are 2 examples of the countries where there is no age limit in terms of the legal aspect of the treatment. However, most of the clinics in such countries will follow or adhere to international organizations. So I'm referring to guidelines or recommendations by ISHRE, by ASRM, or national organizations, which, and most of them would recommend the maximum age of the patients around 50. However, because there is no legal limits, the clinic can qualify the patients on their own. So they can make the decision based on patient's individual situation, if they would like, if they can support or provide the treatment to this specific patients, which is like, I don't know, 53 or 55. This is just to show you the differences. And as you can see in North Cyprus, in Latvia and in Poland, there are different rules connected with the maximum number of embryos to transfer during the treatment. Okay, so there were just 6 examples of the countries which are very popular. However, still very different in terms of the treatment availability, maximum number of age of the patients who can be treated there, etc. So now there is the cost thing and the cost question, which is always up to date, because today it's very difficult to calculate the IVF costs. So we have just created based the chart of the range of the costs you can expect as per country in Europe, and this one concerns the IVF with own eggs. We calculated the basic procedures, including ICSI and the blastocyst culture, stimulation preparation, and obviously stimulation supervision, and all of this stuff connected with the treatment, egg retrieval, and obviously the embryo transfer. However, in this cost, there are no stimulation medicines included. So you need to add it on top of that. So anyway, if we look at the average cost range as per country, we can see that the most expensive destination is Spain, and the cheapest one is Czech Republic, Poland, Russia, and a bit Latvia as well in terms of the IVF with own eggs. Why we are showing the range of the cost and not the average? Because there is no, it's very difficult to measure or assess the average in the country because there are so much differences between clinics, and it's not a question. It's not only a question of differences in the costs. It's also a question of differences in the way they're showing the packages or the offer. Why? Because you can see, like in Spain, for example, you can find the clinics where you can see the IVF own eggs package costs like, I don't know, 4,000 euro. However, it does include the ICSI and many other procedures. And if you look on the price list and you ask clinics about the price list as per technique, you can easily see that at this clinic, you can't see the price for ICSI because they are not undertaking the IVF programs without the ICSI. So from that point of view, it's very difficult to compare these offers between the clinics. And this is why we are showing that and comparing the price range as a range from two. So if we focus on Spain, we see that it's between 3,600 to 6,700 euro. Does it mean that we can't find a cheaper clinic than 3,600? No, we still can find the cheaper clinic. Does it mean that we can't find the more expensive clinic than 6,700? No, we still can find the more expensive clinics. However, in this more expensive, probably there will be more techniques included. And we are trying to make that a bit more average to include everything which is necessary to undertake the full cycle of the treatment. I would say that everything which is too much expensive or too cheap comparing to these ranges can be a bit I don't know how to say, suspicious. I mean, you need to really take care about the quality. It's not only about the cost. So if something is really too expensive comparing to average, and something is far cheaper than the average, that means that it needs to be double checked before you go there. So as you can see, the cheapest one, we got the medium ones, which are Greece and the Portugal, which is around Spanish pricing. So you can see what kind of minimum and maximum amount of money in your budget you need to plan for this kind of treatment abroad in Europe. So if we go to IVF with donor eggs, it's obviously changed the price range because it's more expensive. Anyway, in Spain, it's around 6,000 to 8,500. We can see very similar in Portugal. Denmark is a bit more expensive, but the cheapest destinations are Czech Republic, Russia, Ukraine, and North Cyprus. And still, all of these destinations are very popular in terms of the egg donation treatment. However, the popularity differs as per patient's country of origin. Why? Because if we are thinking about the patients from Germany, they can go anywhere because most of them are looking for Caucasian white donors. If we think about the patients from United States or South Africa, if they are looking for Black ethnicity donors, probably they can't go to Czech Republic, Ukraine, Poland, Russia, Latvia, because the number of the Black donors over there is very limited. So they need to check out with the countries like Spain, North Cyprus, Greece, and Portugal. So the number of the countries they can choose is limited just because of the expectations. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today. If you have any questions or would like to get to know more about IVF abroad, any aspect of IVF abroad, you can go to one of our websites, and one of them is fertilityroad.com, where you can find the information about the IVF abroad, specific countries, clinics, and useful and valuable articles that help you out to understand the process and help you out to understand how and in what way choose the clinic abroad, because it's not that simple as you would probably do at your home country. Thank you very much.